you work?
My name's Jamie Markham. I'm the general manager at the Jackson County Sun.
How many years of experience do you have at this position or one similar?
I've worked in the newspaper industry going on right at 11 years. Or no, it would actually be 12 years. I've been at
What
the Jackson.
are your main responsibilities?
As general manager at the Sun, it sort of varies from your typical newspaper, or we are a small town newspaper. You take on multiple jobs, but as far as my position goes, I oversee the operations of the newspaper, and I also am who you speak with when you want to place advertising. All the ads are personally built in-house by me, and I also oversee all the business paperwork, financing, and things of that nature.
What does an average work week look like for you?
Well, starting on Mondays and Tuesdays are usually the craziest of times at a newspaper office of a weekly newspaper. We start on Monday preparing to see how many ads that we're going to have in the newspaper that week, what stories we have available. We're looking at what's happened in local business meetings, city meetings, trying to figure out what each newspaper is going to have in it. Tuesdays, we start laying out the paper. We design the newspaper and get it sent off to the newspaper press. Wednesdays is a lot of business work, a lot of paperwork, and then Thursdays and Fridays, it's usually just handling what needs to be handled for the rest of the week. As far as a set time schedule, it varies. It's according to what time of year it is and what you do have going on. There is some times that I do work from home, work in the evenings. It's one of those things that if you've got a passion for it, it don't seem so much like work, and more that you're enjoying yourself doing what you love to do.
What are some skills or qualifications you need to work in your position?
Well, as far as working in newspaper in general, you have to have a willingness to learn. Now, I know people that have went several years to college to get a degree to work in a position of journalism, and then I know others that are quite skilled that's just had years of experience in writing and with people skills. Now, for my personal position, people skills are a plus. You've got to be able to get along with people that may have the same thoughts as you or the same beliefs as you, or that may not. You got to be able to look at the whole picture and not be narrow-minded about any situation going on in the community. And another part would probably be if you've done ad design like that I do, some artistic background, or some graphic design training, whether it be something that you learned on your own or formal training like college or trade school.
Did you go to school or formal training? And what school? How many years did you spend in formal school or training?
Well, I obtained a degree in visual communications from Somerset Community College. That program is a 2-year program. I do have more years of college than that.
What do you love about your job?
Well, unless you've worked in newspaper, it's hard to say this, but we often say, and this is coming from other newspapers that I've worked at and right here in Jackson County, once the ink gets in your blood, it's hard to get it out. There is a rush that comes from news that's coming in. You get excited about things coming in to the community, things happening in the community. And probably one of the most challenging things that I find about my position is the fact that news is news. And I can't, even though that my heart is in the community and it's with the people in the community, and I have feelings for those people and want to see them do good, or hate that they've got themselves in a position that they're in. As being a part of a newspaper, all news is news, and unfortunately we have to report some things that we really don't want to, but it's our responsibility. and that is a challenge.
What advice do you have for someone interested in your area of work?
If you're interested in newspaper or any other type of media or journalism, even though it can be difficult to get your start, it is possible in southeastern Kentucky or central Kentucky. There are several people that I know that are employed at a newspaper, and several others outside of the newspaper that's here. There's people that lives in this community that travels other places to work at a newspaper. If you're going at it from a journalism standpoint, tons of online outlets that you can still get into. We've got a great internet connection here locally that you can work from home. And if you're getting into it from the from the graphic design end or your ad design, there are positions out there to be able to do the same thing with working from home or at an office. It's not an easy road sometimes to get into those positions, but if you want something bad enough, you will find it.